What's going on, everybody? Hey, before we get started with today's video, if you're looking for a super easy way to make some quick cash while you're pretty much doing nothing with all this alone time watching Netflix and stuff, I have a great solution for you. So back when I was an aspiring actor, in between my Uber and Lyft rides, I was on this service called Survey Junkie. And it's incredible because you literally make money just filling out these surveys. And the surveys will be anything about products you use, places you've lived, all kinds of different things. They're real fast, real easy to fill out. You save up those points and you can cash them out on PayPal or redeem them for prizes. And it's crazy because I literally used to do this. And I revisited the idea of it the other day because what was I doing? Sitting on the couch watching Netflix. So I thought, hey, there's got to be a way I can monetize this time a little bit better. So I remembered that. I got back on, started filling out surveys and making some money. It's 100% legit. I can verify that because I've been a part of it for years, honestly. And yeah, you definitely want to check it out. So get on our really good promo code. It's in the description, and get started filling out some surveys. Hey, what's going on, everybody? For those of you that don't know, we're right in the middle of a video series. I'm going over this incredible new program. It's through PUA. It's only specifically affecting California right now, but I don't see how this won't trickle over to like almost every other state. This program starts, you can apply for it on April 28th. So I made this video series in hopes that you guys will watch this, get all the info, and apply so that you don't get backlogged like I think a lot of us did on the last program. This program is awesome because it's specifically for gig workers, freelancers, independent contractors. So I believe the purpose of it was that it was just too confusing for, a lot of the states to categorize employees versus contractors, right? So I'm really, really excited about this program for all of us. So I wanted to make this series so that you guys have all the info. And then as soon as it's released on April 28th, you guys are the first to apply and you're the first to get money. So what we're going over right now is the phase after the initial wave of payments. You're going to be incredibly confused. So if you haven't watched part 1 and 2, you need to go back and watch part 1 and 2. Just YouTube it and it'll come up. I'm literally like right in the middle of something. So like I said, it's going to make no sense. Please go back and watch the other videos if you haven't. All right. So the EDD is working to establish efficient procedures to determine if an increase to the weekly PUA amount will be appropriate after an individual receives the initial weekly amount. In addition to applying to future benefits, any increase from $167 also applies retroactively. That's pretty awesome. This means that you may also receive payment to make up the difference you should have been paid if your benefits had initially been based on the increased amount. You will be notified of any increase that you're entitled to receive. So I believe what that's saying is that if you were receiving a base amount that wasn't appropriate based on your earnings, you're going to be compensated for all the months where you should have actually made more. So that's pretty awesome. How soon could I receive PUA benefits? If approved and after certifying, you may be able to receive your first PUA payment within approximately 2 days. If you have an existing EDD debit card, and there are no issues that require further review of eligibility, and within 4 to 7 days when new debit cards and checks are mailed. So hypothetically, if you had an existing EDD debit card, which that's actually weird because I don't know how many of you would, you could get it pretty quickly. But it sounds like if not, you're going to get a check in the mail. It would be longer, right? What if I believe I've been misclassified as an independent contractor and I want to file a regular unemployment insurance claim and not a PUI claim? So I don't know how many of you would, on this channel at least, would actually be wanting to do this. But, okay, I'm trying to think of a reason. So I guess maybe if you had a part-time or full-time job. I mean, this would be for somebody who is really hustling. So this would be for somebody who is working like a full-time or part-time job where they were making way more than they were on Uber and Lyft, but still not 75 grand a year, but then still making good money on Uber Lyft. So I guess if you somehow accidentally got qualified for your Uber and Lyft earnings, but you're main job would have made more sense for you to apply, this is how this question would apply for you. Okay, anyways, moving on. You can file a claim for regular UI benefits through UI Online. If you believe you were misclassified as an independent, which again, that's weird because it's like if you filled out the application, you would have to like misclassify yourself. Either that or you like really stupidly filled out the application. And you actually earned wages as an employee, then you have the option to list your employer and proceed with regular UI claim. In order to determine eligibility for UI benefits, the EDD will conduct a wage investigation. If you are an employee but you do not have sufficient earnings within the past 18 months to establish eligibility for regular UI, then you may have the option to apply. So basically for that one, I mean, it seems pretty simple. So I mean, basically if you were an employee and an Uber and Lyft driver, for example, and you got classified under your Uber and Lyft earnings, but you wanted to be classified under your job. And again, I mean, it seems like you would have filled out for your job and qualified on the normal program. But I guess they're just trying to cover all things. You know, then you'd probably be taken care of. So I'm just going to briefly go over everything again, just like redash over everything because we did it over 3 videos. So to get covered by this new program, and like I said, it's only in California for now. If you're in California, you got to jump on this like as soon as April 28th hits. I'm guessing this is going to trickle over in other states. Independent contractors, self-employed, even individuals without sufficient work history. That's awesome. Those are the main ones. I'm not going to go over the other reasons for the sake of time because I don't doubt any of you would qualify for those other reasons. What's the amount you're getting? You're getting 167 weekly. Dating all the way back to February 2nd. That's freaking awesome. Plus 600 for weeks between March 29th through July 25th, 2020. And technically that time period is going to extend all the way through December potentially if things stay crazy. Obviously that'll change if all the states reopen and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So the benefit, and what that means is the benefits are retroactive, you know, so they're gonna cover you for those past months as well, and potentially cover you for up to 39 weeks. Eligibility is pretty simple. I mean, the simplest way to look at this whole program, guys, is think about how we viewed all the other unemployment benefits insurance programs. Good Lord. That we talked about a few weeks ago. It's essentially how we thought that old program was going to be for us, but it ended up not covering us, right? I only talked to like a few drivers who actually got covered during that, and I still don't really know what happened there. I honestly think that the system was just so backlogged. I mean, you got to think 20 million plus submissions. Like, that's absurd. But things are backlogged in general. I still haven't gotten my stimulus check. I don't know if I mentioned that. And it's, I mean, we're in April now, and almost everyone I know has gotten theirs. So I'm thinking for a lot of independent contractors, Uber and Lyft drivers, etc., I think for us, we're just getting everything late because we're the peasants of society. But, so yeah, just to quickly go over the eligibility. Basically, if you're unemployed, partially unemployed for any reason related to the current health emergency, you're going to qualify. So again, the simplicity that we thought we were getting from the last program, it's going to be covered in this program. And I'm guessing the whole reason this program was brought out because they're like, listen, these like gig economy workers didn't get covered for anything. So we got to come up with something else to make sure they're safe and taken care of. Another reason, if you don't have sufficient work history, I mean, that's great because those part-time drivers of you that are out there watching, that means you could probably qualify even if you hadn't driven in the last few months. And you just need to kind of be able to show that in some way, shape, or form, this has directly affected your ability to work. And I've explained this a few times in multiple videos, guys. Like, even if you're not feeling any symptoms, you shouldn't go out and drive because you're at a greater risk than almost any other profession of getting sick. So, like, you don't have to have a single symptom, is what I'm saying. You just need to be able to show on your Uber and Lyft app that you stopped driving because, you know, I mean, whatever, because you were nervous, you know, because you didn't want to get your family sick, you know. And that's not irrational. Like, that's the reason I stopped driving, is I was like, I don't want to be out in this. That's nuts. And then there's a whole list of reasons. Oh man, those you just got to go back to the second video and watch. So, like I said, guys, it's very, very simple. It's very, very to the point. You know what? I was going to give you guys the website. Let me get you guys the website real quick, and then we'll cut this video off. So the website is labor.ca.gov/pandemic-unemployment-assistance-PUA-program/. So that is the website. This is the final video for the 3-part series. That's also the website where you're going to apply. So mark your calendar for Tuesday, April 28th. That's the first day you can apply and be eligible. And I'm telling you guys, learn from the last lessons we've seen. Be one of the first ones to apply. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this 3-part video series. More than anything, I hope you guys are safe and healthy. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon.